ChatGPT is an awesome tool for generating images for your print-on-demand business, but it isn't the best when it comes to image generation speed, and it can be a little bit restrictive when it comes to rate limits or how many images you're able to generate within a certain amount of time. So to work around that in this video, we're going to go over how you can 4 times the amount of designs you're getting per image generation request through ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and jump into how to set this up. Okay, so here we are. We typed in, I have a print-on-demand business and I am creating designs for it. I want to use 4 prompts and get 4 designs within the same image. Can you remember that for my future prompts? Okay, so now ChatGPT understands that we're trying to get 4 designs within one image. So let's go ahead and prompt for some designs with cottagecore. And all of these prompts have to do with coffee. So we're cross-niching coffee and cottagecore. Okay, so these are pretty good outputs, but we're seeing a lot of texturing here, and putting it on a transparent background was a little bit too much for ChatGPT. So now we're going to go ahead and ask ChatGPT to put each design on a white background because we were having some issues here with it not knowing how to handle gridding it. So we're asking for a white background, and we're going to take out the texturing so that it vectorizes a little bit more cleanly. Okay, so after a little bit of browbeating of the AI, telling it needs to make sure to run all 4 prompts, we finally got it to do the white background, the flat style, and have all 4 prompts happen. Okay, so those were solid outputs, but let's see what happens if we ask ChatGPT to make 8 of them. So here we are, we've asked for 8 different designs within a single image. Okay, so if we look at this, we've got a few distinct ones, but then we have some repeats. This is definitely prompt 1, this is prompt 2, this is one of the prompts, this is one of the prompts, but then we have duplicates. So we can't do that many distinct prompts. Now let's go back and let's split it up into 2 sets of 4. So we've split up the prompts, and this is the first set of 4. And to save a little time, we will go ahead and run this one in tandem. Okay, so there are some things I want to adjust. This did do better than when we tried to run the set of 8 here. So we have better prompt adherence, but let's try and make this image a little better. So we want to adjust the eyes on the squirrel and have the stroke get completed here. So let's see if we could get ChatGPT to do that. Okay, so it did fix the stroke symmetry in the coffee cup, and it made sure that the stroke on the wings of the bee were complete. Okay, so let's see if we could fix it by doing one more conversational prompt. Okay, so the bee was worse, the bouquet is better, the squirrel is better. So this is AI, so we're going to have to mix and match and see what types of images we get back. But you kind of get the point. It's pretty reasonable to generate lots of different designs. Okay, so the carafe or coffee pot or whatever that is, and the squirrel look better. The bee looks worse. The frog looks about the same. So if we take all of these images that we've prompted for, we'll be able to pull different ones, vectorize them, and size them up accordingly. This one isn't terrible, but let's see if we can get the deer to look a little better. And here we are with a significantly better looking set of designs here. Okay, so to avoid this video dragging on forever, let's go ahead and just vectorize one of them. Then I went ahead and I reduced the number of colors in the palette. Here we are in Figma, and we're going to go ahead and split the designs so that each of them has their own frame. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the white background out and remove it. And all I'm doing is double clicking until I have the part I want to delete isolated. And then I single click. And that, I believe, has removed all the backgrounds. So we click this, we can right click, and then we can ungroup. And we'll ungroup again. Now we have design 1 over here. And we can right click and we'll group that selection. We've got design 2, we'll group that selection. Design 3, grouped that. And design 4, group that. So in Figma, we can go ahead and move each one to their own frame, hold shift and expand it. Since these are vectors, we don't have to worry about losing quality. Go ahead and center it. You could put text if you want to. And after just a little bit of fiddling around, we have 4 different designs from one ChatGPT image. And I will go ahead and show you the export process. This Figma is a free tool. I could link that in the description below. And to export, all we do is we go over here to the fill color after clicking the frame, and then we set that to transparent by either hiding it or moving this down to 0. So let's go ahead and hide it. We'll click frame, we scroll down, and then we click export frame 1. So this frame is already set at the correct dimensions, so we can go ahead and leave it at 1. If you are using a different artboard size or frame size, you could use a different multiple. And there we go, we have our transparent background PNG. So if we wanted to go ahead and export all the frames, we can hold shift, click all the frames, set all the fills to be transparent or hide them, scroll down and do the exact same thing. Make sure we're selecting all 4. We can export 4 layers. Then we get a zip file with each of the frames, and let's open up frame 2. And that is frame 2. Okay, so go ahead and play with this. I found it to be very helpful in drafting ideas and testing what kind of prompts work well in ChatGPT. Something to keep in mind is that this method works much better with vector style graphics, because if you do this and you upscale it and you want each design to stand alone, you're talking about upscaling it to 16 times, and the file sizes get pretty huge, and you're going to be relying a lot on the upscaler making decisions for you instead of having the image be a lot closer to the level of detail that you need. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn how to use ChatGPT without official prompts and make designs very quickly, check out this video over here.